Hello and welcome, Bobcat fans. Again, we're trying to bring you football action here as PCS has traveled all the way to Jackson Prep. We apologize for coming on late on air. We are about midway through the second quarter, exactly 4 minutes remaining in the first half of play, and we had a ton of internet issues. We thought we had connected, but we kept getting knocked off the internet, and Jackson Prep leads here 7-0. This is, I believe this Joseph Cook on the handoff, and he comes up shy of midfield. We'll have a flag on the second down play there. Early in this contest, we've seen PCS struggle to move the ball. In fact, to this point, having only 25 yards to show on the stats here at Jackson Prep, 103. But it's been mainly kind of the edge attack as we have a hold against Jackson Prep that'll back them up. Hamill McGraw caught a screen pass early in the first quarter, took it about 45 yards for a touchdown, but since then it's been a back-and-forth affair, and PCS went 3-and-out their last possession before Troy Waits sent a booming 70-plus yard punt to back Prep up on this drive, and we've got a pre-snap flag here on Jackson for it to be a false start. That will look like a little design draw for Ryan Buchanan, the Ole Miss commitment.
Absolutely, Buchanan took one step back, and there was a hole there in the middle of the line. But now we see why it was, because once again we had the false start by Jackson Prep, a little head start there. So looks like it'll be second down and about 15 for the Patriots. Looks like Buchanan is going to be back in the shotgun once again. He goes back. He's getting a lot of pressure, and he gets away from one tackle and gets around. Looks like he breaks around the left side, but a nice tackle out there by Heron, and he doesn't actually get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose about 2 yards. So he broke a tackle in the backfield. A lot of pressure by the Bobcats that time. It looks like it's going to be about third down and 17 now. Got 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first half as Jackson Prep 7 and the Bobcats nothing. Buchanan is barking out the play to the Prep team. They're up to the line of scrimmage. He's back in the shotgun. Got double out to the right. Here's a pass is complete for it looks like it's going to be enough for the first down out to the 45-yard line. For the Patriots.
That's only the third completion for Buchanan tonight. It's seen a lot of drops from his receivers. But as you said, Mike, that is a short of a first down. It'll be 4th and 5 upcoming for Jackson Prep.
My mistake on that. It was a little bit short on that, and it is about 5 yards short. So
Gene Wood will come on to kick this one away. And if you are listening in and you hear an unfamiliar voice, that's Mike Smith joining me tonight, as Drew Smith, my usual partner, was unable to join us. And Gene will send a low, wobbling kick down to Island. He'll call a fair catch at the 19-yard line. And that's where PCS will take over with a minute 23 remaining here in the second quarter of action.
Well, if I make a mistake and say first down Bobcats, then you'll know what I usually do during the home football games at PCS.
But, you're absolutely right. It'll be a welcome announcement here. I can assure you that.
Well, I enjoy watching the Bobcats play in any sports here.
So we'll go shotgun for Patterson here. Henderson to the near side. High snap, tries to get to Jones. We got another flag coming in from the line judge. Plays allowed to continue. Maybe had a illegal formation. Looked like it may be the call.
Once again, the Bobcats had a little trouble on the handoff. They've had it all the first 2 quarters here with the handoff to the running back from the quarterback, and they almost fumbled that right there. Looks like it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, though. Illegal procedure against the Bobcats to be 1st and 15.
So we'll see Jonathan Burks go wide to the near side as we're under a minute to play now. Addison, Young, and Norton will be in tight trips to the far side. Patterson under center with Sigris behind him. A lot of shifts from Jackson Prep we've seen. This is Sigris. He's got a little room across the 20, trying to fight off defenders, and he'll get almost to the 30-yard line. And the 30-yard line was just about the line to gain. He'll be about a half a yard short here. It's very close. I think he's about a half a yard short, like I said. So a 2nd and 1 play here.
That was the longest run from scrimmage today for the Bobcats. Nice run by Sigrist. He took several hits before being brought down just short of the first down.
About a 14-yard gain. And like we said, PCS has been struggling with under 50 yards of total offense so far. And a timeout, PCS. 16 seconds left in the half, and PCS has taken their first timeout of the opening period.
Well, we've got the ball on our own 29-yard line, and there's 16 seconds to go in the first half. I want to see which one Joey pulls out from under his sleeve this time. It'll have to be something, but you never know. You know, that's why they play the game and everything. So we have possibly more than one play in the first half if we can get a first down or if there's an incomplete pass. So let's see what Joey pulls out at this time. He may play it safe and just go on a run and then come out in the second half, or he may try something. We'll see.
We've seen a halfback pass and a fake punt already. The halfback pass went just incomplete from Jones to Addison. A little overthrow. The fake punt was successful for a first down in the first quarter. With 16 seconds here, we'll see a tight under center Norton speed motion. They give to him, trying to get to the wide side of the field. He's across the line of scrimmage. He's got the first down. And we'll see if that will probably be the last play of the half. PCS will head into the half down 7-0. We had the one touchdown from McGraw, and after that it's been a very, very quick first half of play. Here, Prep leads 7-0 at the half. We'll take just a moment and be back to bring you a little halftime information here on the PCS Bobcat Sports Network. Welcome back, Bobcat fans. We're at the half here. PCS trailing Jackson Prep 7-0. We thank you for joining us tonight. It has been a stressful first half in the booth here. PCS trailing 7-0, and we'll get to a little bit of halftime stats here. But just give you a little bit of a breakdown. We didn't get a chance to come on pregame and kind of tell you what this game was all about. These two teams entered tonight, both ranked in the top 3 in MAIS. So if you look at your screen right now, you see a little score there, but in the scoreboard, you'll see the top or bottom of the screen coming up in the second half. There'll be a 3 and a 2 beside those teams, these teams, and that is the MAIS rank. Both these trailing number 1 and 3-time defending AAA state champion Jackson Academy, who gave the Bobcats their only loss on the season. PCS comes in, like I said, on a 5-game win streak after that loss to JA, but since rattled off wins against Simpson, Columbia, Germantown High School, East Rankin Academy, and then Capaya last week to begin their district schedule 2-0. All along the way, averaging 43 points a contest and racking up over 600 yards of offense in 2 of the last 3 weeks. Jackson Prep sits at 6-0 to this point by defeating teams such as MRA, Pillow, Forest High School, and Pearl High School in the C Spire Bright Lights game 2 weeks ago. On the year, Prep is averaging a staggering 40 points while only yielding a meager 7.8 per contest. So something we'll have to give tonight in this matchup. In this classic matchup of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, PCS will try to get their dynamic duo of backs going early. Lee Sigrist and Fate Island have carried the Bobcats to this point and will surely be counted on again tonight. The combo has amassed an impressive 1,697 yards of offense and 22 touchdowns through only 6 ball games. The weakness of Coach Hawkins' squad will have to focus on tonight will be his defense. The Bobcats' defense gives up 22 points per game to much lesser foes than awaits them here tonight. Jackson Prep will put the ball into the hands of their potent offensive attack, led by senior quarterback and Ole Miss commit Ryan Buchanan. He has thrown for over 600 yards and 8 touchdowns so far this season, while also adding 100 yards and 3 scores on the ground, making him a very lethal dual threat. Playing Robin to Buchanan's Batman will be fellow senior Hamill McGraw. He has led his team in rushing for the last 2 seasons, and last year he ran for over 1,300 yards and 18 touchdowns, and so far this year has over 640 yards and 6 scores, while doubling as the team's leading receiver. On the defensive side, Prep is led by captain linebacker Chandler Pride, who posted a whopping 179 total tackles a season ago, with over 20 of those going for loss. He will be joined by 4 fellow starters from last season's AAA state runner-up squad that are fast, strong, and don't miss very many tackles up front, as we've seen so far tonight. Earlier this week, our student reporter Zay Speed had a chance to sit down and visit with head coach Joey Hawkins, get his thoughts on last week's game, a little bit of what the season has brought so far, and then looking forward to tonight's game against Jackson Prep.
This is Zay Speed here with Coach Joey Hawkins. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Glad to be here today, Zay. What an honor.
Good win last week over Capaya Academy, putting you 2-0 in conference. How do you feel about facing up against the 6-0 Jackson Prep team?
Well, you know, we think it's going to be a great game. You know, you got to do so many things right to stand a game against a team, you know, that caliber. They've got exceptional football IQ. They don't make any mistakes. They know how to beat you. So we've got to match their intensity, you know, and if we'll do that and stay away from turnovers, we've got an awesome opportunity tonight.
What is your defense going to have to do to shut down the SEC committed quarterback, Ron Buchanan?
Well, you know, we got to tackle. I mean, we've tackled fair, but we've really not locked up and tackled people the way we can. We've had a great week of practice. We've been getting better at it, and that's going to be the key. And then we got to get pressure on him too. You know, if you get pressure on Ryan, you know, it's going to really help us out. We're going to try to bring people from different areas to apply that pressure. But we've got to play a sound football game tonight. You know, and we think we can get a couple of turnovers if we play well.
Do you think we will have as much success running the ball this week as we have in the past weeks?
I don't think we'll pile up the yardage we have, no, because they're just so quick and they fly to the football and they close. You'll have a big seam and it closes in a hurry. They're outstanding tacklers, but we think we can get the running game going. We think we can control the clock, run the ball down there, and, you know, the one good thing we have, if we get an open field, you know, we've got a great chance to take it to the house.
What are the strengths and weaknesses of Prep?
They don't really have many weaknesses, If you looked at our advantages, one, I think we've got a little more speed. But far as weaknesses, they play so sound and they come off the ball so quick on defense. It's hard to function. It's hard to assimilate that in practice. And then offensively, Buchanan can throw it. He's got a great arm. Hamill McGraw is one of the best running backs in the league. So we're just going to have to be patient, wait for the big play, and when we get a chance to make an opportunity to make a play, we got to do it.
PCS will win tonight
if our defense plays to the best of their ability, we'll win the game, Zay.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Zay.
Again, that was student reporter Zay Speed talking with head coach Joey Hawkins earlier in the week. Just a couple of things to look forward to from the game or from the week as they were prepared for this game tonight. And we've seen exactly what Coach was talking about with that fire off the ball from the defensive front. And he said, I don't think they'll rack up the yards that Bobcat fans have been used to seeing. And so far he's been right. At halftime, PCS has a total of 43 yards of offense, 25 rushing, 18 through the air, to Jackson Prep's 115 with 44 on the ground and 71 through the air, which a big chunk of that, 53 yards, came on a Ryan Buchanan to Hamill McGraw screen pass that went 53 yards for the lone score of the first half. We're about 7 minutes left here in the at halftime, as you've seen Jackson Prep performing here on Patriot Field. Going through some statistical leaders, Lee Sigrist, leading ball carrier for PCS, 8 carries, 35 yards with the long of a 14-yard, and that's the one we saw toward the end of the first half as Sigrist was able to break it for, a 14-yard gain. Not what we're used to seeing from the PCS backs. Hunter Norton, 1 carry, 4 yards, and Fate Island, the sophomore sensation to this point, has 7 carries for -5 yards. So Prep doing a very good job containing him. Daniel Patterson is 3 of 4 passing for 18 yards. His longest came on a 16-yard gainer to Stephen Jones, adding in on the receiving. Chris Addison has a 3-yard catch, and Tyler Young a screen pass that lost a yard. So that gives us our total of 43 yards from scrimmage. Jackson Prep with 115 yards. Hamill McGraw, 35 yards on the ground, 58 through the air with the touchdown, as we mentioned. Ian McGraw, the fullback, 2 carries, 7 yards. Ryan Buchanan, 3 carries, 4 yards, and he is 3 of 8 for 71 yards and a touchdown. At this time, while we are still at halftime, we'll take a moment to thank a few of our sponsors. First and foremost, the PCS Booster Club. We would just like to say thank you for your continued support of PCS athletics over the years. All the success your Bobcats have is a direct result of your tireless efforts and sacrifice. If you would like more information on how to get involved with the PCS Booster Club, just call the school office and they will take care of you. The Paw Print Store. Be sure to go by and visit the Paw Print Store for all your Bobcat merchandise. The next time you come out to Bobcat Stadium for a home football game, just stop by the corner of the concession stand beside the home stands, look up for the Paw Print sign. They now accept most major credit cards, so be sure to check them out and show off your black and blue all year through. And just a reminder, if you want to know more about PCS athletics, you can follow us on Twitter. At the top of your screen there, you see our name on Twitter. You can follow us at PCS_sports. Or if you are not on Twitter but would like to receive text message updates from the PCS athletics, you can text the word follow and then our name, PCS_sports, to 40404 and receive text message updates from our athletic department. Get live scoring updates, news and information, schedule changes, and more for all PCS athletic news. That's www.twitter.com/PCS_sports. You can also sign up for text message updates, as we mentioned, if you aren't on Twitter. So just follow directions on your screen. We've got about 4 minutes remaining here at halftime before we get back to action. PCS is trailing Jackson Prep by a score of 7-0. We'll pause one last time. Take a break to bring you back second half action. Welcome back, Bobcat fans. We're getting set to get the second half underway. PCS received the opening kickoff, and so they will send this ball deep to Jackson Prep to begin the second half. PCS in their road whites, blue hats. Jackson Prep in the home reds with white numerals. Waits kick will send Hamel McGraw into the end zone for a touchback. And to this point, Hamel McGraw has been the show here tonight in Flowood. I'm asking, let's see if we can get a total here of about 93 yards of total offense and a touchdown. Their own score in the game. So 1st and 10, Patriots at their own 20. Buchanan will be under center this time with I formation, McGraw behind him. He'll give McGraw up the middle. Cutting, he's into the secondary. Dakota Harvey will drag him down before he can break free, however. He'll have enough yards for a first down.
Looks like he was assisted by Stephen Jones there, and he just got enough to cross the 30 to the 31-yard line for the first down for the Patriots.
Ball just across the 30-yard line. He'll send the two Williams and Ian McGraw, to the near side in formation. He'll give again, McGraw. He runs into a wall this time. Michael Cooper there, along with several other Bobcats. Tyler Henderson also there, Alan Winford. Gain of about a yard. We'll give him 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball at the 33-yard line. Again, 7-0 here in the third quarter. Number 2 ranked Jackson Prep leads your number 3 PCS Bobcats. Same formation. Buchanan and McGraw in the eye. Gives left side this time. McGraw trying to get to the edge. And coming up to drop the ball carrier is number 20, Wilson Benton, who had a very exciting pick 6 last week against Capaya for a defensive score.
Wilson did an excellent job containing that sweep that time and held him to a very short game. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd down and 8.
So 3rd and 8, very good defensive series right here for PCS to start the half if they can get off the field on this play. Buchanan will be under center. He'll have an offset eye with McGraw dotting the eye. 2 receivers near side. These are the 2 leading receivers. Play fake. Rolling out as Buchanan now pressured. Hit by Griffin. He'll throw this one away.
That was
nice pressure there from the senior Micah Griffin.
Tremendous pressure by Griffin and the Bobcats that time. And all Buchanan can do was run for his life, and he threw it about 15 yards out of bounds.
So 3 and out to start the third quarter, and Coach Hawkins couldn't have planned that one any better. Fate Island retreats to his own 25-yard line to receive what we expect to be the punt from Gene Wood, the sophomore. And Island, he's too dangerous to get a whole lot of touches and expect nothing. Again, in the negative numbers so far, low snap, Wood handles it, and Young almost blocks it again. This one will bounce at the 35 and get a prep roll and go out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Tyler Young has been close to blocking 2 punts on the night.
I don't know how he missed that. It must have went between his number. He's got in between him somehow, because it looked like I just knew we were going to be announcing a return punt for a touchdown. But he managed to get it off, and then, of course, it took the bounce and went down to around the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Bobcat.
Young will stay in and be split to the wide side of the field. Addison near side, I formation with Sygrist and Island. Young will come in motion. They'll fake it to him, looking across the middle. He's got Addison in the secondary. He makes the catch, bounces off one defender across the 50. Chris Addison, big-time play there for the first down, Bobcats. That's your line, isn't it?
Yeah, first down, Bobcats. So that was as well of executed play as I've seen this year from the Bobcats. It really went well. Beautiful pass by Patterson and great catch by Addison. So it's 1st and 10 Bobcats from the 46-yard line of Prep.
So just like that, Daniel Patterson has almost doubled the PCS offensive production on the night on that connection to Chris Addison. And they'll go, haven't seen the old power T formation very much. 2 tight ends. Patterson gives to Allen, sweeping left side. His best run of the night easily across the 40 to the 38-yard line. So a little different look from Coach Hawkins. Yields a very positive play, be 2nd and 2.
Very nice play by Island. He got in the secondary quickly. And if not for the sure-handed tackling by Prep, if they get their hand on you, you're down, there would have been a touchdown there. Be 2nd down and 2 for the Bobcats.
So the old power T with Jones, Sygrist, and Island. And they'll go same thing here, power T with 2 tight ends. A little struggle lining up there. This will be Island left side now. Same play back the other way. And he won't get it. In fact, forward momentum will get him back to the line of scrimmage at best.
That play looked confusing and failed to doom through the beginning. Didn't look like our running backs were lined up exactly correct. But anyhow, it was be 3rd down and 2. Big play for the Bobcats coming up.
And we've seen Jackson Prep do a lot of defensive substitutions and shifting at the line. We actually saw one play in the first half where Jackson Prep had 7 down linemen shifting and moving into gaps, and they'll send 5 down this time, moving all around as Patterson goes shotgun give to Island, trying to get to the edge. Almost there. He'll be close to the 1st down. I think he'll get it, but it'll depend on the spot, and then they'll wave and call for a measurement, I believe.
That looks extremely close to the 1st down. I believe he might have it.
That's very close. They may have to measure this all the way across the field, and they'll do exactly that. They'll bring in a measurement here. I thought he got about a half a yard further, but when he got pulled down, the tackler didn't quite get a number on that play, but the tackler did a good job of pulling him sideways so that he was unable to extend the ball out for that extra yard. 8 minutes and 10 seconds show on the third quarter clock as PCS trying to march and drive in for a tying score here against Jackson Prep in Flowood. Very, very beautiful facility here. The turf field and nice track. And
it's going to be a 1st down.
That'll move the chain. So Island gets just enough, had the length of the football there. So it'll be 1st and 10 Bobcats.
Excellent job by Island to get just enough of the 1st down. Big play for the Bobcats. 1st down from the 36, a little over the 36-yard line for the Bobcats. Jackson Prep, I've noticed, and I know you have too, Nathan, is matching us with speed on the corners, and they have excellent speed. We have great speed ourselves, so it is a wonderful ball game to watch.
Shotgun tight twin receiver set for Patterson. He fakes to Sygrist. Rolling out, he's got Island in the flats. He catches it, but he's hit hard immediately by number 22, Jake Williams.
I don't know how Island hung on that ball. The pass was a little high from Patterson. He had to jump. But Island had to jump to catch the ball, and that left him kind of up in the air, and he got a big hit. But he did gain 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, we reached up for the ball, left the midsection exposed, and that's right where Williams came in and hit. Williams has had his own difficulties catching the ball tonight and had 2 big drops. Burks and Henderson will check in and be the split receivers here as Coach Hawkins goes to his familiar flex formation. No motion. They give to Jones, countering back, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage before being dropped by several Patriot defenders.
The Bobcat plays that are taking a little time to develop are getting eaten up by Prep with their speed and whatever. Let's see what we do to counter that here in the rest of the quarter, in the 4th quarter.
So 3rd down here. Go shotgun again with Sigers. Trips to the near side. Tight. Quick screen out to Young, and he drops it. Tyler Young had a lot of room out in front, and he knew it, and it would just feel right through his hands to the turf. It'll be 4th and 9 upcoming.
Tough break for the Bobcats. He had some room there. I don't know if he'd have got the 1st down, but it would have been mighty close. It was just another case of taking a little your eye off the ball just a little bit before it gets there and looking to run before you catch it. It'll be 4th down and 9, and they're talking about it on the sideline. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Looks like
I don't see Troy Waits coming in, so I would expect to go for this here. It's just a little bit outside of his field goal range. I was about to say, Mike, that had he caught that, he might not have gotten the 1st down, but he would have been very close and nothing else gotten inside Troy Waits' field goal range. They fake the end around. Patterson rolls, throws outside to Henderson. I believe that was Henderson. Excuse me, that was Addison. Addison tried to bring it along the sideline, went off his fingertips, incomplete.
Bobcats had a nice play call there. The pass was just a little bit high for the wide receiver to catch, and so it'll go over to Jackson Prep on downs. It's officials' timeout on the field. Probably what they call the heat timeout here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I thought the heat timeout this was the last week it went out last week, but apparently I was off by 1 week. So you'll have a heat timeout here and give us just a moment to kind of look and see where we stand right here. Each team has had 1 possession here in the 3rd quarter. Jackson Prep going 3 and out, punting, and then PCS had 1 big pass play to Chris Addison that crossed midfield, and then a couple of short gainers on the ground that stalled out, and then a turnover on downs right there as they rolled Patterson out looking for Chris Addison again, and the pass was just wide. Addison had a great effort trying to bring it in, but it went just off his fingertips as he tried to tiptoe the sideline.
Bobcats need a big defensive play here, maybe a turnover, maybe a pass interception, maybe a big loss on a sack on the quarterback. Let's see what they dial up.
They give. This is 31. He's breaking free. The 30, the 20. Rivers McGraw, the fullback, in the 10, and he'll go into the end zone for a touchdown. I look down for just a moment, and Rivers McGraw breaks it for a 64-yard touchdown.
It's not exactly what I had in mind to dial up and everything, but when he broke that left side and got past that initial tackler, then he was clear down the sidelines for a for a Prep touchdown.
And on for the extra point is Weston Graves.
The extra point is good by Graves. That makes it 14-0 Prep with 6:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. So down by 2 touchdowns, the Bobcats need to have a big play here to get back in the ball game. back deep for the Bobcats. So it'll be Fate Island, number 22, and number 900 North.
So the McGraw cousins have been lethal tonight. I believe that Ian McGraw is the cousin to tailback Hamill McGraw. I'm not sure where Rivers comes into that. There's a brother or cousin somewhere, but the McGraws are doing PCSN tonight. Graves will get set to send this one away as we mentioned, a 14-0 Prep lead now.
That reminds me of an old cartoon I used to watch, Quick Draw McGraw, a long time ago.
Norton from his 3, going right side, and he meets a wall at the 20, and he'll go down right there. Just shy of the 20 at the 19. We'll see if PCS can get anything going here.
The Bobcats have got plenty of speed in the backfield and have some good receivers and a good quarterback. Let's see what they can come up with here.
He'll go I formation with Sigerson Island, 2 tight ends, and Young split wide. Shifts up front from Prep. They'll send Young speed motion. They'll fake it to him. This is middle island, and a flag comes in right in the middle, usually in the area of a hold.
It's right at the line of scrimmage, and usually that's not good news for the offensive team, and it is. It's holding. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. Mark them back 10 yards, so it'll be first down and 20.
From the 9-yard line. Under 6 to play, third quarter. Been a very, very quick game so far. A lot of running and running clock. So we're under 6 to play in the third quarter. And we've seen 2 big plays from each from a different McGraw. Hamill McGraw with a 53-yard catch and run on a screen pass. And Rivers McGraw a 64-yard handoff. Patterson shotgun. This is a blown snap. It rolls free down to the 1. Patterson will cover it up at about the 1-inch line. And disaster strikes for PCS here as they marched out. They got a 3-and-out to start the third quarter. Then got the ball, had a nice completion from Patterson to Addison across midfield. And from that moment on, it's been complete and utter shutdown from the Jackson Prep defense.
Well, it looks like there was nobody ready for the snap in the backfield. There was some miscommunication there on the offense by the Bobcats. When it snapped back, no one was looking. It hit Stephen Jones in the body and rolled back to the goal line, and we were fortunate that was not a touchdown for Prep. We recovered the ball.
And most likely see this ball, the nose of the ball is just barely out the end zone. They'll toss it. And breaking free is Freight Island at the 10, the 15, one man to beat, and he'll force him out at the 20. So backed up into the end zone, they toss it, and Freight Island hits the hole in a hurry and gets up near the original down in distance across the 20 to the 23-yard line. So when all seemed lost, Freight Island comes through with his best play of the night.
Beautiful, and he had one man to beat. To go the entire distance. That would have been 99.9999 yards if he'd have made that.
There is no carry or handoff that would be longer. Making the touchdown-saving play was Tyler Coleman, the junior safety, all the way from the right side of the formation to the left. And we've got an official stoppage here or something, not exactly sure.
One of the teams must have called timeout. I missed that, but there is a timeout on the field. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 7. This gives Joey a time to talk with his offensive team and his assistants there about what he wants to do on this big play here. Need to have a play to at least get the first down and continue to have the ball. It's not. We're not out of the ball game yet. We're only 2 scores back. We just need to eliminate the mistakes we've been making and keep moving the chains and get those first downs.
Coach Hawkins mentioned, if you listen to a halftime interview we did, it was a playback of an earlier interview. He talked about we're not going to rack up yards, but we just have to be patient, and the big plays will come. This defense is not invincible. so far the big plays. That's been kind of a Prep's offense. Be patient, and big play will come here and there. PCS will rush the line. We'll go shotgun with Patterson. 2 receivers far side. Henderson, the lone receiver, near side. Little reverse handoff. This is Jones. He's across the 25 to the 30, stumbling up to the 40 before he'll finally be dragged out of bounds. My number 44, Chandler Pride. Little reverse play there. Big gainer up to the 45-yard line for PCS. First down.
So from the very shadow of the goal line, 2 big plays here for the Bobcats, and they're almost out. They're out to the 44-yard line. Nice run by Stephen Jones that time. Shed a would-be tackler that would have stopped him short of the first down, stiff-armed him, and made it out to the 46.
Addison and Young will go as receivers to the far side of the formation. Shotgun for Patterson with 2 tight ends. Sigrist off his right shoulder. He'll roll right and look. He'll tuck it, step up, throws to Addison. Addison's at the 40. He's got green grass in front to the 25. 1 man to beat, the 15, 10, 5, and out of bounds. Chris Addison, a big play there for PCS. Again, the man saving the touchdown, Tyler Coleman. But PCS is in business.
It is not often that you're going to make a 96-yard drive and you still haven't scored.
You're
here we are.
Right.
We got it. It was a beautiful, beautiful pass and run there by Addison, and we got first down and goal from the 4. Let's see what we can do here.
So first and goal for PCS.
That'll help your offensive statistics immensely, 2 or 3 plays like that. Now let's see if we can get in the end zone.
They'll go power T formation. Counter to Jones right side, and he hits a wall at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
That was a little bit slow developing that time. Is another one of those plays, slow developing plays, and with prep speed, they're able to shed off the blocks and stop you with those slow developing plays like that.
So second and goal now. They'll break huddle and come. Let's see, 2 tight ends. Power I with Tyler Henderson as the second fullback. Island behind Sigrist. They'll give left side, and he'll have nowhere to go. Loses a couple of yards on the play, and Fate Island has had no room. He's had one good play, and that was the play back in the shadow of his own goalpost at the 1 foot line where he broke about a 20-yard gain. But other than that, he has been held to very, very little yardage on the night.
It'll be third down and goal from the 7-yard line, and the Bobcats need to get this ball into the end zone if we're going to stay in this ball game. Let's see what Joey pulls out of his hat on this one.
They'll go shotgun, 2 tight ends. Patterson will look. Now he throws right side up for Addison, too high, and incomplete on third and goal from the 7-yard line.
Patterson had some time that time, but Addison was well covered by 2 defenders, and so Patterson just well advised, threw it over his head and out of bounds. It'll be 4th down and goal.
And I would expect PCS to go here trailing by 2 scores, and this has been the only threat of a touchdown PCS has been able to muster so far as we're under 3 to play, third quarter.
Time is running out on the 25-second clock, so they're going to have to hurry to get this play off.
Under 10 on the play clock. I formation. Patterson will fake and roll, looking for Sigrist. He's got him if he can get it there. He throws it. Sigrist makes the catch at the goal line, extends the ball. He's in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
What a beautiful catch by Sigrist and run. Patterson was under heavy pressure. He threw it, and Sigrist had to turn across his body. Caught the ball with one hand, and someone hit him about the 1-yard line, and he reached out and across the goal for a touchdown. Big play for the Bobcats. Troy Waits will attempt the extra point here. There's flags as a Jackson Prep player goes across the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be encroachment on Prep.
So you talked about it. The game is not out of reach yet. We're still in this. Just got to get something on the board, and exactly what a 99 and a half yard drive, we'll call it.
That is a record for the Bobcats because you can't get any longer than that. A 99-yard drive.
You can only tie. You can't beat
right.
them. So Waite's extra point. Snap back good, hold good, kick up and good. So 14-7 is the Patriot lead. Here with 2.5 to go, third quarter.
And a fantastic drive for the Bobcats. It gets the momentum back on their side. And let's see if that's got the adrenaline pumping on the defense now. And see if they can make a 3-and-out for us, and so we can get that ball back. Looks like Troy Waits is going to kick off from the 40-yard line for the Bobcats. The Jackson Prep band is
rattling the cage
up here right now, and they're trying to get their team back in the ball game.
Trying to follow some stats here online for you, but these are very incorrect. They're lagging here a little bit because it only has Daniel Patterson credited for 18 yards passing. They have not updated since the half, so hopefully they can remedy that. But 14-7 our score here, 2.5 to play, third quarter. Waits kick high into the night sky down to into the end zone for a touchback.
Troy Waits is a wonderful weapon to have. It eliminates, when he gets that ball into the end zone like that, it eliminates that possibility of that speed being used by Prep and for a big return.
You're absolutely right. I mean, they're putting their best guy back there, Howell McGraw, who, if once he gets his hands on the ball, he's a threat to go every time. He's just as dangerous, if not more, than Fate Island, the senior tailback, and he'll be behind Ryan Buchanan in the I formation here on this play. They'll fake the pitch to him, give to Rivers McGraw. He broke the last touchdown, and he almost does this one across the 35. Little fake toss and handoff underneath for Rivers McGraw, and he'll be across the 35 to the 38 for a Patriot first down.
Looks like Jackson Prep maybe made a few adjustments at halftime and noticed something, and they've popped a few long runs here now. It was a touchdown-saving tackle by by Norton. He did a great job because it may have gone for a touchdown if he didn't get him.
Well, it seems that Jackson Prep has realized that, hey, PCS is pretty fast from sideline to sideline, and we can't get that edge like we're used to getting. So maybe some up-the-middle shots, and here they go between the tackles again. Hamill McGraw will bounce it. Dakota Harvey strings him out before Micah Griffin, Alan Winford, and a host of other Bobcats will drop him for a 1-yard gain.
Dakota Harvey caught him in the background, and he wiggled loose, and he was able to get back to about the 40-yard line. Looks like it is about a 1 or 2 yard gain.
We've got a hold. I didn't see the flag. I guess it came from the far side. A hold against Jackson Prep. We'll back him up 10 more yards. So a minimal gain, one that won't have happened, and it'll be a 1st and 20.
My dad, who has since passed away, used to call it holding. And when he'd see that flag go out there on that line, he knew exactly what it's going to be, what's in that particular area.
You can see when a certain referee throws that flag, you know where it's going. Offset eye for Buchanan this time. He'll give up the middle, a little flea flicker from McGraw back to Buchanan, throwing up. He's hit as he throws. Coming back to make the play, however, at midfield, they'll call it a catch. That's Zach Williams. Not sure who got the pressure on Buchanan. Williams had his man, and we got a flag coming in from the far sideline. Looks like we're going to have an unsportsmanlike on the PCS sideline.
Maybe a sideline warning, maybe.
The official who made the call could not really see the ball. Williams dove in, and just naturally his back was turned and could not quite see if the ball hit the ground or not. And to his best knowledge, it was a catch. But Coach Hawkins had a better view of the ball, not necessarily the receiver. And so
they did call unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bobcats on the sideline.
So it'll move 15 more yards. So the catch from Williams on the flea flicker.
If you were watching that play, if there's a 4-letter word, L-U-C-K, that's exactly what that was.
Absolutely.
That time. The ball went about 20 yards short of where the intended receiver was, and he went back and got it.
Quick snap, Rivers McGraw on the carry. He'll be drop for a 3-yard gain there. I mean, PCS was in perfect position to defend that play. They got pressure on Buchanan, hit him as he threw it, had 2 defensive backs deeper than the receiver, and yet somehow it got completed. So tough break there. And now Prep has the ball on the PCS 31-yard line with about a minute to play, third quarter, leading 14-7. They'll send 2 receivers far side, offset eye behind Buchanan. Give left side. This is Hamill McGraw. Nothing there. Dakota Harvey, Micah Griffin, and Tanner McGowan combined on the stop.
Very nice defense there. But Bobcats, they had it well boxed in and had a great tackle this time. And at third down in about 5. Third down.
3rd and 5 for the Patriots. I formation again. This is a draw play. Hamill McGraw. Tyler Henderson hits him in the backfield and drops him. He dives back to the line of scrimmage, however, loses about a half a yard. But it'll be 4th and 5.
Great job by Tyler Henderson.
And that'll most likely be the last play of the third quarter. Clock hits 0:00 as we'll pause a minute here. Be back to bring you the fourth quarter here on the PCS Bobcat Football Network. We're back here. Start of the fourth quarter. Jackson Prep has the ball, trying to answer the PCS touchdown, leading 14-7 is Prep. And Buchanan will come out, and looks like at a 4th and 5, they're going to send out place kicker Weston Graves for a ball spotted at the 38-yard line. A 48-yard attempt here. Long kick for Weston Graves. It's going to be close. I think it's good. He just barely sneaks it over the crossbar.
Yeah, that time he really got his foot into the ball, and it just barely eked over the goalpost. That was one of those drives of fate, I guess you'd call it right there. A pass that was about 20 to 25 yards short after Buchanan was hit, and the receiver was able to spot that happening and come back and dive and it was a questionable call whether it was a catch or not, and they gave him the catch, and then the Bobcats got an unsportsmanlike conduct, added 15 yards to it, and then they got the field goal.
So Graves will retreat to send this kickoff away after he hits that 47-yarder. I think that's the longest field goal we've seen on the season for or against the Bobcats. And back deep, Norton and Island. We saw Hunter Norton run an 89-yard kickoff back last week at Capaya. He won't have a chance here, as I'm sure the excited Weston Graves sends this one about 8 yards deep into the end zone. You got to be pumped up after hitting a distance field goal like that.
I'd noticed that Graves had a pretty good leg in warm-ups and whatever, and he had the distance in his leg. It was just where he could execute that, and he did. It was right through the middle there. It was just barely over, but just barely is good enough.
That's right. Rand Henderson will be split far to the left side of the formation. Tyler Young in the slot. I formation, Sigrist and Island. They'll give to Island left side. Cutting, he'll have a positive gain here, gain of about 3.
Looks like the tackle was made by number 44, Chandler Pride.
Yeah, we mentioned Pride as the senior captain on defense here. Not a very big linebacker at 5'9", 175, but again, racked up 180 tackles last season, 20 and a half tackles for loss. So he may not be a big man, but he is a tough linebacker. Same formation here for PCS. Dropping back to passes, Patterson. He's hit, lost it for Henderson deep, and it's almost intercepted. Patterson hit on that play, but this one goes incomplete, intended for Rand Henderson. Breaking it up was number 88, William Townsend.
That was one of those passes that was, I think he told the receiver, just run as fast as you can, and we'll throw it as far as I can, and you go get it. And unfortunately, the prep receiver was closer to the ball, but we really became the defenders there and knocked the ball away from them.
Well, Coach Hawkins mentioned that Rand has had some great practices lately, and they're going to try to see if they can't get in the ball and make a play, and unable to connect right there is Patterson. They bring it around Jones. Now he's cutting back, and one man tripped him up before he got to the first down marker. He'll be about 2 yards short of the first down on that 3rd down and 8 play. So it'll be out 4th and about 2 or 3. We'll call it 4th and 3 for the Bobcats here at their own 26-yard line.
Has been the case throughout the night for Prep. If they get their hands on you, you're down. And that's what happened right then. There was one man to beat for that for Stephen, and the excellent tackle by Prep. Looks like we're going to punt.
And if you want to focus on one thing being the difference, I think that's going to be at the tackling. PCS has missed a couple tackles on long runs, and Jackson Prep has not. And we have yet to break a really big play. And Waite's punt will all the way down out at the 30-yard line, so a very good punt there. A net of
almost 60
40
yards.
yards.
Well,
net of 40 on that play.
Net of 40, okay.
Not a bad punt to consider as an off punt. That's not really the best of it. Now we've seen him boom one from inside the 10 all the way to the other 20-yard line and flip field early in the first half.
We had a nice little roll on that punt, too, so let's see what the defense can do for the Bobcats.
Shotgun for Buchanan. He'll send 3-by-1 receivers rolling to the trip side, looking to the sideline, throws this one complete. Leaping grab by number 13. That is Richard Baird. And that's the best catch of the night. His receivers have had a case of the drops, but Baird goes up, brings this one in for a first down, moving the ball up to the 48-yard line for Jackson Prep.
Baird was running along down the left sideline. It was a great pass by Buchanan, and Stephen Jones came up and held on and made the tackle.
They'll flip the formation here again. And timeout from PCS.
It's getting to the point of the ball game that we're going to have some big plays. We're going to have to make a stop here in order for us to get the possessions to be able to overcome this lead for the Patriots.
It's been a good game. So, I mean, it's been a very tightly contested game. Again, we talked about Jackson Prep broke 2 big plays, a 53-yard little screen pass that went all the way for Hamill McGraw, broke a couple of tackles. And then Rivers McGraw on a quick hitter was able to bounce it on the outside and take it 64 yards. And then a 47-yard field goal attempt, or field goal make from Weston Graves. PCS scored after a long pass from Patterson to Addison that netted about 45 or 50 yards. Unable to get a specific stat on that. And so here it is, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield for Buchanan, rolling, being pressured, and he'll go down. Justin Giroux will drop the quarterback back at the 40-yard line. Micah Griffin came blitzing off the left side where he was rolling and forced him to step up into the awaiting arms of Justin Giroux.
Yeah, Micah created that program, and Justin cleaned up on that. Excellent defensive play by the Bobcats. We've noticed the last couple of weeks in the NFL that officiating has been less to be desired in the NFL. But it has not been here tonight. The officiated game, so far as we can see, has been excellent.
Very clean, very clean.
Very good officiated game here.
Well, the regular officials came back last night for the Browns and Ravens. This is the speed sweep to Hamill McGraw, trying to string it out, but Robbie Morgan won't let go, and he'll go down at the line of scrimmage. Again, in years past, PCS hasn't had the speed to go sideline to sideline with teams like Prep and JA, but here tonight, that has not been the case. PCS, speed-wise, is matching the Jackson Prep Patriots from sideline to sideline. It's just the north-south speed and quickness to get north and south that has troubled PCS on 2 occasions. They'll go shotgun, 2 running backs and a receiver to each side of the formation. For Buchanan, he'll look. Quick out. This is Williams, the little hook and ladder, and he'll call him down. Jake Williams, little trickeration from Coach Black there. Coach Ricky Black, the little hook and ladder, but Josh Williams, Jake Williams. I'll get the right Williams in a minute. We got a lot of Williams and McGraws tonight, but Jake Williams went down on the knee to make that catch before he could lateral, and he'll be short, way short of a first down. In fact, it'll be 4th and 11.
That play was tried on the short end of the short side of the field. That's a tough side of the field to make that happen. There's not any room for the runner to run.
So Gene Wood will retreat back in punt formation. And Coach Black doesn't like what he saw. It looked like a little shift there from Jackson Prep, and he calls timeout. So a timeout coming in the 4th quarter here for both teams with 7 minutes and 48 seconds. PCS trails Jackson Prep 17-7. Again, their last drive resulted in a punt, but the drive before that went over 99 yards. They had the ball just outside their own goal line and went all the way down to score with their backs against the wall. On this Prep defense, you'd like to see them do it here. And we haven't seen that patented one big play from PCS yet. That has been the case so far in every game this season. There's one. So you'd like to see it here, in the dangerous Fate Island awaits this punt.
I've got my cell phone here. I'm going to dial up this big play here and see if we can get it here. I'm going to dial it up right now. Maybe we can get Fate to run along.
Get it on speed dial, and we'll hit redial a few times. Woods punt, high spiraling kick. Island calls for the fair catch, and he bobbles it. He loses it, but I think he fell back on it at the 16.
Well, if it's called like it was in the Green Bay-Seattle game the other day, they would have the ball, but they didn't. They called it right this time. And the PCS recovered the fumble, and it'll be 1st and 10 there for the Bobcats. Probably, about the 16-yard line, it looks
16, exactly. So no replacement officials. Good call there, and Fate Island falls on it. No harm done.
That's right. Excellent officiating tonight by these officials up here at Jackson.
This is a give to Island left side. Now breaking back right. He's into the open field. He's heading upfield looking to stop and turn back now. Trying to make a few cuts and break free. And he got across the 40 to about the 42. And he's slow to get up, but he'll get up and head back to the huddle. Be 1st down at the 43-yard line, Fate Island.
In our last 3 ball games, Island would have just crossed the goal line.
Absolutely.
Now, Jackson Prep has exceptional speed. He was out by himself, and they were able to run and cut him off and hem him in on the sidelines and make the tackle. Saved a touchdown, really, that great speed that they have. Both teams have exceptional speed.
You don't normally see Fate Island when he gets into the open field slow up to look for people who's going to catch him, but that was the case right there for the sophomore. He's been able to just put the pedal to the metal and go so far. Norton will now come in and spell Island, split back with Sigrist. They'll toss to Norton left side. Got a blocker out in front. He'll get up to the 45-yard line, gain of about 3. Set up 2nd and 7 for PCS.
With 7 16 left in the ball game. A very important drive now for the Bobcats. We still got time, so we don't have to panic. We need to get this touchdown, an extra point to get within 3 points.
Addison will split out wide to the far side, Young to the near side. Offset I with Island at fullback and Sigers at tailback now. They'll toss to Sigers. He'll come up to pass, throws it up for Tyler Young deep. It'll be intercepted at the 25-yard line. Running it back. He's inside the 40, the 30. Looks like he stepped out there. Tanner McGowan saved a touchdown from Tyler Coleman, picking that one off. And Sigers looked like he just threw that one up for grabs. Well covered by Jackson Prep. Actually, 2 men in the area. And Tyler Young was unable to come back and make a play on the ball. That turnover might just do it. PCS trailing by 10 with 6.5 to go. Jackson Prep has the ball at the Bobcat 34-yard line.
Well, the idea was good, was a good one, but we looked like we just threw that one up for grabs, and the receiver was double covered, and really the receiver had no chance to catch that one.
And trying the quick strike, Ryan Buchanan throws it to the end zone intended for Parker Caracci. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Parker Caracci. It was incomplete. They just dropped a touchdown there.
It was a little helter-skelter play there by Prep, trying to one up us there. Handed off to the running back, who tossed it back to the quarterback Buchanan, who hit number 9 in the numbers in the end zone, and he just dropped it.
I formation now. And a little conventional, well, I say conventional, draw play there. That is Ty Higginbotham, a little reverse handoff to Higginbotham on the fullback delay. And Dakota Harvey will get the stop.
Micah Griffin was in there also. Micah Griffin has been all over the field. He has been creating a lot of these tackles that other people have been making tonight. He slows them down, and somebody else makes the tackle. That's what a teamwork is all about. So, great game tonight for Micah Griffin. Looks like there's a official's timeout on the field.
Dakota Harvey's helmet came off on the tackle, and he's have to come out to play. Will Parrish will step in. It's good to see Will back. He's been out with a broken hand and wrist. And so we'll see if he'll be able to step back in after the official's timeout. But with 6:04 remaining in the game, Jackson Prep leads 17-7, and PCS is going to have to make a big stand or get a big turnover right here if they hope to have any plans to come out with a victory here tonight.
It is. It's getting down to the latter stages of the ball game. Got to have a big play here and a big stand here by the Bobcats. It's a 3rd down and about 7, looks like. And we need a big play here and at least hold them to at least a field goal attempt. Their kicker has a big leg and kicked a 48-yarder earlier in the game.
We'll be back from timeout as Jackson Prep has the ball at the 31-yard line now. 3rd and 6. Looking to put this game on ice.
That last play by Prep looked kind of like one of those Boise State plays that they used to run.
We saw the hook and ladder earlier, trying to get PCS to jump offside here, unsuccessful. Quick toss to McGraw right side, waiting patiently, and he'll be strung out, and he'll be spun down, and the flag comes in late from the white hat, and that'll be a hold.
And it is. It's holding when the white hat throws it in the middle. The offensive line coach hangs his head most of the time. Let's see whether the Bobcats either take the play because he got no gain. They got to mark it off, try to get the field goal kicker out of
Coach Hawkins is calling for him to decline the penalty. A 3rd and 6 would turn into a 4th and 6. It'll be either a 3rd and 6 or a 3rd and 16 or a 4th and 6. And with opting to try to save as much time as possible, Coach Hawkins will decline the penalty. And it would not surprise me here to see Coach Black go for this because Coach Hawkins declined it to hope to get more time. It would not surprise me to see Coach Ricky Black send the offense back on the field. Penalty is declined.
It is, and I think Coach Coach Hawkins' brother put his all those eggs in one basket with one play rather than give them an opportunity there. And here comes the Buchanan back in the game along with their running back number 26.
That is Zach Williams, the receiver.
Receiver Zach Williams.
So they'll go under center. McGraw behind Buchanan. Toss left side now. And it'll be strung out, and Wilson Benton will run the ball carrier out of bounds, shy of the first down. So it'll be turnover on downs.
There was
right there.
They missed a block in the back on that time, but that's okay. We did stop them. It was excellent defense by the Bobcats, and let's see what they can come up with on offense now. The Bobcats are huddling up, still have the quarterback Patterson talking with Coach Hawkins, and here they come back out on the field now. We're going to have about a 20, it looks like about a 72-yard drive we're going to have to do here now in order to be able to get within 3 points. Patterson's in the shotgun. We got Lee Sigrist in the backfield.
He'll roll left and look, trying to find an open receiver. He throws it middle of the field to Rand Henderson there, moving the chains across the 40. The sure hands of Rand Henderson.
Nice catch by Henderson. He wanted to make sure he caught that ball. He went down, and the ball was where nobody else but him could get it, and he caught it on his knees.
That'll move the chains. First down, Bobcats across the 40-yard line. 5.5 to play. Shotgun for Patterson again. We'll see Addison near side, Young far side, two tight ends. He'll fake to Sigrist, throw the little flare out to Stephen Jones, the tight end. Positive gainer, he'll stay in bounds. Clock will keep running. Marked down at the 46-yard line, I believe. 47-yard line. So it'll be a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 with 5 to play here in the game.
Nice catch there by Stephen Jones, and made a couple extra yards after the catch.
Most likely we'll see a lot of throwing from Patterson the rest of the way. Addison splits near side. Norton and Henderson far side. Burks will come in late, and he'll come all the way to the slot of the near sideline. They'll give to Island. Reaching to the sideline, he'll be run down from behind. He's got the first down, however. Making the play that time was Wade Mina, the linebacker, speedy linebacker Wade Mina. And I know that last name, Mina. That's an athletic family. I remember seeing Vic Mina many years ago, or a few years ago, for the Patriots.
Once again, you don't catch Fate Island from behind very often, and that linebacker caught him from behind and went with Island on a dead run.
We'll see Michael Cooper split in the slot formation. Patterson across the middle. Receiver falls down. Stephen Jones was open, but he tripped and fell, and it sailed right into the waiting arms of the Patriot defender. That's Zach Williams, number 22. Stephen Jones came open, and as soon as Patterson released the ball, Jones tripped or legs got crossed up or something, and the interception will turn the ball back over to PCS. To Jackson Prep.
And, you're able to look back at a ball game, at some plays in a ball game that either went your way or against you. That play right there where we trip and fall, and then the ball that was batted up in the air 20 yards short and caught a little while ago by Prep that let the field go. Those two, you'll look back at those two plays right there.
And so Prep will go power on, try to run the clock out here. Hamill McGraw, and he breaks into the open field, and he'll go. Nobody's going to catch him. The 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown, Jackson Prep. 4:03 on the clock, and Jackson Prep has taken their biggest lead of the night, 23-7.
How many times have we seen that in any kind of a ball game, especially a football game, where a big play like that, the other team is let down just for a second, for a moment, and then somebody takes advantage of it. Good teams will do that to you. We have two great teams here, and the speed has been a big factor in today's ball game. Prep is set down for the extra point, and the attempt is up, and it is good.
24-7 our score now with 4 minutes remaining.
The ball just hadn't bounced our way tonight. Things have happened to bounced and hadn't gone our way tonight. Let's see what we can do the remaining part of the ball game to build for the rest of the season.
You mentioned the rest of the season. Next week, PCS will return home for their final 2-game homestand of the season with 4 games remaining. They welcome in a conference foe, Hillcrest Christian, on homecoming night in Hattiesburg. Then the following week, they will play host to Division I South foe, Parkland Academy, on senior night. And then the last 2 weeks of the season we'll take to the long bus ride trips all the way to Oak Forest down in Nemeet, Louisiana, followed by Starkville Academy to close the season out north of I-20.
Not exactly two that are close together on trips at the end of the season.
Kickoff from Graves will go into the end zone. No return here.
And Graves is an excellent weapon for Jackson Prep. That strong leg keeps us returning a kick for a big gain. Be 1st and 10 from our own 20 for the Bobcats.
And we'll see if Coach Hawkins will take the similar advice that you offered, Mr. Smith, and maybe get some other players. We'll see Lee Sygrist handling the tailback duties with Tyler Henderson in front. They'll go 3 tight ends. Just going to run this clock out here 4 minutes. Sygrist will go left side, and he has one man to beat, stiff arms him, but he still makes the tackle. Like a late hit there, but we got no flag on the play. Sygrist was down and rolling on the ground, and he got a late helmet dive on top. We could call spearing, a late hit, whatever you want to call it right there. But unfortunately, the officials might have taken the rest of the night off.
Nice run, though, by Sygrist. And once again, normally you don't see people catch him from behind, but Prep caught him from behind and stopped him for a 9-yard. But it's a nice gain for Sygrist.
They'll counter it. This is Island now back in, and he gets probably a loss on the play, about 2 yards.
Another one of those slow developing plays that have not been working for us tonight. When we run that play, that allows the speed of Prep to penetrate in the backfield and catch us for a loss, and it did again today and on this play.
Addison will split out wide to the near side. I formation behind Patterson. He'll give speed motion to Young. Cut back middle, trying to find room. He's got some open field in front of him. Across the 40, trying to get to midfield, and he'll stumble across midfield. One man tripped him up. Joseph Cook, Tyler Young, and then a lot of flags come in late. Looked like we had a little frustration from PCS coming out. 72, Logan McBride, I believe, got a little cheap shot in there, and you don't want to see that.
Absolutely not. It was unnecessary there for us, Bobcats, to do that. But Tyler Young absolutely had a wonderful run. It probably his best of the year. It looks like
absolutely was.
He shed off 3 or 4 tacklers and went around the left side and was one man away from being. Well, I'm going to apologize to our Bobcats because
absolutely.
they are walking it off the other way. So excuse me, Bobcats. I thought I saw our player hit one of our player and knock him to the ground. Maybe something wrong with my eyes.
They called tripping. It was the call.
Tripping. Okay, well maybe that's what happened. It caused him to run over their player. So, well, that was a good, nice play for the Bobcats.
So we'll march off 15 more yards, and PCS now inside the 40. Quick throw from Patterson to Addison, and he gets it across the 30. Gain of about 7 on the play.
Nice catch, throw and catch there to Addison. Nice positive gain. The clock is running with about
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. PCS trying to salvage a little bit of the scoreboard here, as it seems Jackson Prep will be victorious. Wild formation, Jonathan Burks in at wide receiver along with Rand Henderson. Looking at Henderson this time. Oh, that's Addison, I'm sorry. And Addison tried to take off before the ball got to him, falls incomplete.
You can just about say 100% of the time when that head pulls off, the eyes pull off the ball in any sport, that something bad is going to happen, and that happened again there. Took his head off the ball a little bit and dropped the ball. He had a little room, could have easily got the first down. So it'll be 3rd down and 3.
.148 showing on the clock. Patterson plays broken up. He's rolling and looking, trying to elude, and he loses the ball like he was rearing to throw it back, and it rolls that. It'll be a fumble. We'll go out of bounds, and PCS will retain possession. Applying the pressure that time was Josh Samander.
The Patriots had big-time pressure on Patterson, the quarterback, that time, and right as he was about to throw the ball, he was hit from behind. The ball got loose. Unfortunately for the Bobcats, it rolled out of bounds, but a big loss on the play, so it'll be 4th and 11.
Henderson, Young, and Norton will come in trips formation to the near side. Stephen Jones, the lone receiver, far side, as Island is with Patterson in the backfield. Prep brings a blitz up the middle. Patterson lofts it for Jones, who never turns around and sees it. Patterson throws that one up, and then he gets up looking for a roughing the passer flag and gets no love from the officials. So he goes incomplete. Turnover on downs in the minute and a half, and most likely we'll see kneel downs here from Jackson Prep.
Had a lot of pressure again. There was a blitz up the middle by the Patriot defenders, and there was an awful lot of pressure. So it was on 4th down, so he had to put it up or take a sack, which he couldn't afford to do. So he threw it up, and he just well overthrown everybody, even the defenders, the Patriot defenders.
So we'll see a modified victory formation from Jackson Prep. Buchanan will kneel down, and we'll take that.
Well, it sounded like the press box falling apart over here, but maybe it'll hold up for the rest of the game while we finish up the game here.
Sounds like the house is coming down.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what happened right outside the door there, but the Patriots are going to be in that formation that you either love or hate. You love it if you're the offensive team, and you hate it if you're the defensive team. But the Bobcats played an excellent ball game. It was about 2 or 3 plays in this ball game that made the difference. The Bobcats are an exceptional football team and still have great hopes for the rest of the year in the playoffs.
They'll take that one, kneel down 46 seconds, and we'll see if they'll reset the play clock. Put the ball in play. They will. He'll have to get one more kneel down here before the game is over. And if you're Coach Hawkins and the PCS staff, you know you didn't give them your best effort, and that's frustrating. And as he's gathered the players on the sideline, trying to call them and say, hey, look, we gave it a shot. Just wasn't our night. But I tell you what, we're going to have another shot. If you take care of business the rest of the year, you'll have a shot at them with a little hardware on the line later on down the road.
I agree. Last year we we saved our best for last year, and one play, we would have beaten Jackson Academy last year in the playoffs. So, but just not the night for the Bobcats. The excellent playing most of the, but 2 or 3 plays took its toll tonight.
So our final score, 24-7, Jackson Prep wins. And we'll sign off for the rest of the night. For Mike Smith, I'm Nathan Dancy. We thank you for watching PCS football on the Bobcat Sports Network.
Before.